Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Code Heaven. In this video, we will be discussing the process of creating gym management system using C# and .NET Core. So this is the part 4 of this tutorial. If you haven't watched my previous videos of this series, I suggest you to watch them. You can go to my channel and I have also made the playlist of the video and you can watch them one by one in your own time. I suggest you to pause the video and get a grasp of what I'm saying. Try the codes by yourself, type it yourself so that you can learn and you can understand the concepts by doing. So let's get started. So let's run this application once more and see what we have been doing. So far the progress is our home page. There's nothing in our home page. We need to do something about this. Probably what we can do is we can add a dashboard in our home page. So what our dashboard will have is we'll have total number of members here. We'll show total number of members. We can also show all the active members and inactive members and the payment pending members as well in the dashboard here. And in the check-ins. So in the check-ins, so without logging, this check-in page is coming up. We can show this check-in page, but these create index, this button and these edit details and the button, this should not come in here. So we should hide these. So let's do that now. So this is in check-in page. Let's edit our check-in page. So let's go to check-ins folder and index. Yeah. At first, we don't want to show this. We want to show this, but only to the login user. So if the user is not logging, we don't want to show this menu, this create new part. So we have done similar in our shared page. Yeah, this part, we did this part of code. If sign in manager, that is sign in user. Let's copy this part of code and bring it in. Okay, let's close all the tabs first so that we don't get confused. It was in, let's be checking spreads. So let's go to checking spreads. Add this part of code here. And yeah, so let's press Ctrl K and V to arrange these indentations. So it's saying sign in manager is not found. We will have to bring the namespace here. Let's close this. Let's go into our shared page to see what we have to do. So it's like we'll have to inject this in our page. So this is the way how we bring the namespace in the HTML files. Let's press enter and add this at the top. So now the error is good. Let's copy this. Let's do the same for same in here as well. We don't want these three parts and we don't want this part. So let's put this inside here. There's something going on here. It's not accepting. It's in the ASP. Let's undo this one. What's wrong? So ASP. Oh, it's already inside this razor syntax. That's why it's not asking. I think we'll have to remove this at the rate. Yeah. And now it's accepting it. So whenever we make one at the rate, and then any codes with inside this at the rate, we don't need to put this at rate again and again. So only in one main place we should put the at the rate. So that's why the error was coming. So this part is also hidden. We can see some warnings here. Members. If we put this at this bang, it's called bang exclamation. If you put this, then the warnings are gone. We remove these warnings. We should put these bangs here. Okay, now let's run this once again. Oh no, there's some error here. Let's try to debug what's the error. Okay, this is the page. Oh, so this error is coming here. All elements. So I think this page should be at the top. Okay. Now the error is gone. Let's try to build again. It looks like it's working now. Let's go to check-ins. Oh no. This part is gone, but this part is showing as an HTML. So there's something wrong. Let's try to fix that. Oh, it's behaving as if it's HTML. Yeah, let's put bang in here as well. Membership. Yeah. Okay. Last time this warning was gone, but now it's probably it's slow. It will take some time to go this warning. Let's see why this code is showing up in here. Oh, it's at the rate. I think it's still asking for this at the rate. But inside at the rate, we can't use this. So let's see what's in this pipe. Oh, it's not recognizing this pipe. For some reason, it's not recognizing this pipe. Let's run this again. Let's go to settings. Now it's working. Now let's log in. We go to settings. Now it's coming, but the pipe is not here. See. Now let's do some research. Okay. Let's Google why this pipe is not working. This is how we work in real in our like offices. If something comes up, we just Google stops in the internet. So our issue is this pipe is not supported inside Visual C#. It's going in ping, and let's try to do it with Google because Google gives more correct. Yes, more correct answers. Yeah, more complete. I don't think this is the right answer. So, what do you call this pipe? Maybe this. But if you don't know what to ask, you will not get the correct answer. Mm, So let's not waste too much time on this. If you can't find this, we'll use something else for this. But if we use something like or maybe we can what looks like it's not accepting anything in here. So the another idea is what if we use this one by one and we use bang in here. Yeah, this looks like a good idea. Yeah. And give me this error 1 second. Before it is declared. Why? Why is this giving me error now? This comment is happening before this error is coming. It was working before. Why isn't it working now? Let's undo this. Okay. In this point it was working. So why isn't this working? Or maybe because it's in debug mode. Or it's still, I think it's still, why did this came below again? I think I already fixed that. do that. What is this? What is this sorcery? Let's try to debug it. The debug says success. For some reason, let's close this and open Mozilla. Now the error is gone. Hello. What's wrong? Control K key. And yeah, let's bring that sign in manager once again. Let's put them one by one. Yeah, 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 and complicated. Yeah. We can put this banks inside this bracket as well. Now it's accepting this bank. Before it was not accepting. Let's see if it accepts now. Yes, now it's accepting these banks. Before it was not accepting. Maybe it was this page model thing. Let's run this again. No, it's not working. Valid term bank. It says invalid. Why is this invalid? Okay, let's undo this. Let's run this once again. Still says invalid. Okay, so then the same issue came up. HTML. This can't use sign in management for it's declared. Oops. What happened? Let's undo. How did this assignment record stripped from here? Oops. Still not working. Still looks like we can't use this. This way. Let's remove this bank from here and put in here. Yeah. Did I put this in the right page? Oh, this is a membership page. Now it looks like I was it's wrong and I put this in the wrong page. Let's undo that page. It was this page. Is for some reason there is this issue in here. And the manager is here, but saying before it's declared. Okay, let's try. Let me undo this. There's something wrong in this page. I don't know. Let's rebuild this. Build success. It's working. I think for some reason, let's use this below this model. For some reason, it's not working. It was work last here. For some reason, these errors are. Let's see if it works this time. Um, and this, and this, and this, and this. No, that's all. Should work now. Yeah, looks like it's working. Oh, these banks are still here. Let's see if we can put it inside here. With banks, bank hot reload. No. And looks like this bank is giving me 0. So I think we can't use this bank inside this code. Instead of this bank, let's use something like use this. Okay, let's not use this bank at this moment. Okay. Looks like it's working, but without banks. we'll figure something out what to do with those blanks. Right now, I don't have any solutions for that. I'll check that later on. So I don't want to like waste too much time on that. And guys, if you're watching this video and if you found a solution for this, um, why don't you comment on the why don't you comment the solution so that others can find how to do it as well. So today we'll be focusing on how to make the dashboard. We'll put a dashboard link in here and give total number of members and inactive members in this dashboard. We'll remove this welcome part as well. Okay. Let's close this. So this is a layout page and index page. So this is our index page and welcome. So we don't want this part in here. So let's delete this. Instead of home page, we want make it as a dashboard and layout. Instead of home, we'll make this as dashboard. And we don't want this privacy page as well, since privacy would be in the bottom. Yeah, it's already in the bottom, so we don't want that part as well. Dashboard. So what do we do in the dashboard? Whenever they click in the dashboard, we go to this default index page. And that default index page is this one. So what we want is we want and let's make a design first. Let's bring in the browser. Let's so by default we should have these bootstrap classes here. Let me see if we have this bootstrap installed. I think it will be in the site.js library. So we have this bootstrap. Okay. Let's go to bootstrap and copy some of their layouts. Bootstrap. But I don't know which version of bootstrap we have. Library, this is bootstrap. Bootstrap version is 5.1. Okay. 5.3. 5.1. Let's go to 5.1. And what we want is we want some component. What component? So what we want is a model. No, we don't want model. We want layout and we want containers, something like this. No, I think we want columns. Columns. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something like this. But first, second, third. Yeah, something like this one. Okay, this one. I'll copy this part of code and instead of this, Put this one here. Instead of home page, dashboard. Let's run this again. Let's see how it's our view. Okay, so it's coming. So now, what we want to do is call for order file. So bootstrap is a bit changed now. We want a better like layout. Currently, our current layout doesn't look too good. Let's use this layout. This is a bit simple. Like this. I think both of them are same. So what we want in here is, well, now we want to bring in some data. You can see this code here. This container, and inside container there's one row. And inside one row there are three columns. See? And here you can see the CSS. If you remove the CSS, like this will not cover. Now in place of this column, what we need is we want to show some actual data. Okay. Okay, let's do instead of column. Yeah, I think inside each column we want three rows. I want to show is like total members in here, maybe active members and inactive members in here. And name. Okay, total members, active members, and inactive members. And we want to count the total members and show it in here. Let's do that now. What we'll have to do is we'll have to go to the index page inside here and inject that and DB context. Let's see what we have done before. Yeah, so we need this part of code here. And let's do this one. Let's add it in here. Okay, right. So it's in the constructor. So, like in here. It's actually inside here. What we can do is hover over here Okay. Click in this bulb over here and create another sign this context. So we don't want need this part here, and context has come over here. From context we can restrict required data. You see, we use this viewer code format. Let's copy this, and we also need a model to be binding, just like this one. So here what we want to show is it's not, we just want the count, right? So on the list, I think it will be of type integer. Integer and total member, and total member will be underscore is not underscore context dot members dot count async. Yeah, start point. If you want to use async, yeah, we have to use something like this. So we can't use, we have to like mark this as async if you want to use an object, but also when we mark as async, we always put this as task. So never put void when you are using async methods. Instead of void, you can use task. So we have counted the total members. Total member is in here. I think we have to put some bind attribute here. So no, I didn't found this in here. Let me see some other. Yeah, so this bind property should be here. So that you will know that this is, you will know, the HTML will know from where to take this data. So in this index.html, we'll have to put this total member here. Okay, let's see how others are doing binding. Element item, what ID. And this model.random is this one. Model.random. So we have to use something like this. Iterate model. At first, we have to use this property, index model. It's already used. So it should be something like iterate model dot total member. Yeah, it's getting binded, I think. Now, okay. So you're saying there should be only one constructor. Do we have two constructors here then? No, we've got only one constructor. What is this complaining about? This model. Did we do this one? Let's comment this space and refresh. No, it's not doing that. So this is not an issue. Let's uncomment this. Let's probably do this one. Yeah, okay. The two is coming here. So that's interesting. So it was not accessing this bind property, just like in here. Maybe add model what would be the original. Let's check other. Let's check to HTML here. What's the changing here? As add thread page and add thread model. This implements this page model here. It's the same thing. I don't get it, but it's working anyways. So it says two total members, but we'll want to change the UI here. So instead of two, I want these total members to go below it. So let's change that. What I would want to do is now I want three rows here. Let's search first, search rows, bootstrap. It. Yes, it's good. No, I don't think I'll do this by myself. Okay, so what we need is we need a row plus is equal to row. Okay, so we need just like this one. Div plus is equal to row close this div, and then inside this row we need to have this column. So every row must have one column. Close this div as well. Close the div. But in our case, row column, we need two rows, so that's why let's copy this two times and remove this bottom part from here. top part from here. In this way, we have two different rows in this one column. You see, it's now coming in two different rows. You can also inspect this from here to get a clear view. Like you see, this was our main row. It also gets highlighted in here. And inside main row, we've got columns. See? These are the three columns. And what I've done is inside this column, again, I have made two different rows. So one row and two row. And inside this row, there's again another column. Inside this row, there's another column. This column is for the number, and this column is for the total members. Now what we can do is we can align these to center, or we can also give different color, like for example, PG dash color to like red, background, its background is red. So we can do something like this. Red does not look good. Instead of red, let's give some. Okay, I have one color set in my mind. Okay, what about this color? Yeah, this looks quite good. I wonder if bootstrap has some color by default. Okay, it's not here. Anyways, okay, what we can do is we can put this color in here. This, yeah, we can either do this in lines, yeah, inline, inline CSS, background, put this color in here. Or we can make a different class right in here, and anything works fine. But if you want to reuse the same, then in same color in other classes as well, then what you can do is you can go inside this www root here, and inside CSS, not in this bootstrap, inside this site.css, you can make a class like this, dot something like class called string, and put this one, put this color here. Say something like background is this one. Hmm. What is this? Let's do something like this one. Turquoise color. And we can use this class. There's one class. You can use this color in here. Class in there. Let's see if it's implemented. No, column, no. Then we will have to refresh. Well, now it's coming up. But we need some height in here as well. What we can do is we can give some default padding. And also we need some gap between these two columns. What we can do is, what if we put some padding in here? Padding of 10 pixel. Increase this padding. Yeah. Okay. 23 looks fine. What if we give it some margin? Like padding is what comes inside, and margin is we keep space on the outside so that there is some gap between the colors. Okay, okay, this looks good. Okay, let's make this 15. Let's make this 20 as well. Okay, this is looking good. What we can do is like we can copy these two parts and we can put this in our class in here, padding 20 and margin, so that it will be applied in all our yeah in here and in here as well. But I don't want the same color in these two columns. Let's change that. At first, let's copy this code. Now, let's copy this whole cell, these two cells, and paste it in here, and paste it in here as well. So this would be total active members, and this would be inactive members. Let's refresh. Everything should be blue. Oh no. Why? Oh, because we haven't applied this class. Store is color. Inside is okay, it should be inside this. Yeah. And rows in each column, rows. And inside here. Now if we refresh this, yeah, it's coming. But I want to use a different color in here, so let's make a different color. What I want is the red color, so let's go in here, copy this, but three different. One is and one for red, and one I want to make this like green. For red, I want this color for red. And for green, I want this color for green. Oops. Yes, we need to have this S as well in here. Yep. We need to hard reload this. Come on, come on, come on. Can you cross? Why didn't we need to update these in this into these columns as well. Red color and green color. Okay. Change. Okay. Oh, so that was not green, it was actually gray color. Okay, this looks fine as well. Instead of green, this one should be gray. But we'll have to name it in here as well. It's not green, it's gray. Now what we have to do is, let's try to center align this. And I want white color for this text as well. So what we can do is class color text as center in bootstrap. Yeah, it's working. So let's put this in there as well. Text as center. Yeah. So we'll put this in all of this text. What we can do is we can either put class called text center in here. Will this apply to all the colors? Yeah. So we'll have to do this. We have to put text center in here. Let's copy this. Put this in here as well. Put this in here. You see these HTMLs, these are part of web designers. So designing will be a tedious job. Like we will have to arrange each and every like grids from these HTML divs. So this doesn't look as easy as it sounds. So it's called here. Now what we want to do is we want to change these colors to white as well. So I wonder if Bootstrap has something text color. I think our intelligence will give us some, yeah, text. That's black. So Bootstrap classes have no text. That's white. Do we have text white? Oh yes, we do. Okay. Let's just use this text that's white. 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 Okay, it's done now. So it's working. So for now, these are looking fine. So only these three boxes. What we can do is we got two total members, active, inactive. Uh, what we can also do is we can look for total trainers as well. Okay, but that should be in a different row, right? Then there are three columns. Let's copy this whole part, make a different row. And in this row, what we want is we total trainers. We want total trainers as well. After that, okay, we can also check for like membership expired, total expired memberships, expired memberships. And yep, and that's pretty much it. Let's remove this thing for now. We'll think of something for later on. Yep. So we've got three divs here, two divs here. Mhm. I think these two divs does it look good? Will you put three divs in here? Okay, let's make this an empty div so that it will take up some space. Yep. What about the color? I can't think of anything what will go in here. So let's make this an empty for now. Guys, you can think of something. If guys, you can comment. You can comment on which design looks better, right? Do you want three columns in the below row as well, or two is fine? Okay, now let's arrange these data in here. So total two members are fine, but we'll have to search for the exact data for active members and inactive members as well. For that, what we'll have to do is just close all tab, but this one. Let's go into the code. Let's minimize this. Goes in index, right? So on get. So we're looking for oops, not trainers actually. So the members and total member. After total members, we also need total trainers and then active members, right? Active members and the active members. So copy this part and then let's look for trainers first. Trainers dot trainers dot count and for active members. The active members actually comes from this members only. So this will be members. So from members, we only count those who are active, right? So if you check into this members table, uh, how we are tracking the active ended. So if the plans, so this in this membership table we have a member and he's started, has his start date and end date, right? So if it's ended, if today's date is has crossed this ended, then his membership is expired. So that's how we can track this expiry date. So what we'll do is we'll also need this membership table. Then we'll have to join member with membership. So to join member with membership, what we'll have to do is let's stop this. That's membership that we have to include. That include we'll have to include such that x is an object, x dot memberships. Yeah. Dot where dot where member x dot memberships dot what's the query membership dot count. X dot ended. Ended is greater than, so ended should be less than 5x. So take down now. This background. How about we make count in here? How many ships? Okay. We actually, let's just make where condition pass. So let's bring in, no, let's bring in all the members first. All members with their memberships, right? So this include we bring all the members with their memberships. Now, we move to this seven to list. So now from these members, we need only those members where this member, those members where memberships start and so It's collection as well, right? It's a bit confusing. Let's next try to make some SQL query first. Select a string from members. This will bring all the members, right? So members and membership memberships. Let's make it memberships. Maybe S on M dot member ID. So M dot ID become memberships MS into MS dot member ID. So if you join these two, then all this data will come up, both member and membership. But what we want is we want MS dot end date and date, right? Then you where MS dot end date is less than date. Date, date brings date and gives us today's date in the SQL Server. Okay, what's the end date here? I think end date is 123/3/20. Today is 5/21 as well, but today is 2nd February, 8th February. Is probably so there's no date that's expiring actually. This is in March. Let's update this date to tomorrow's date. Update memberships. Select and date is going to copy the same code. Instead of 3, let's make this 2. February maybe 7. Yesterday's date. Where ID is going to, what's the ID of this membership? ID is equal to 1. Okay. 1 affected. No. Okay, now it's coming. You see, bird. Yeah. So what we'll have to do, how to convert this query into link. So it's context as member, join membership. I include membership where memberships members and memberships dot end date. But what we can do is, guys, this is the right time to ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT to convert this query into link. Login. Sounds good. Volleyball is the one to link of method using include. Okay. Let's see what this AI has to say. It's searching for answers. ChatGPT is taking too slow nowadays because there are millions of users for this ChatGPT. I think it needs a greater, larger server. Okay. It's smart enough to say this is expired members as well. Yeah. Quite smart. So it's contexted members. So we include membership first, but in rare condition, we will have to use this any. Okay, this was the part I was strong on. Thanks, ChatGPT. I think this code will work. So let's just paste this in here. Okay. So underscore context. Yes, arrange this code. This is bank memberships and any. Okay, let's run this. Oh no, actually, but it's not just twist. We actually need the count, and we need to assign this in active members. Dot. And so it's not going to be too big. Dot count. Let's make it estimation. Oops. Yes. You, you, count. Count. Find. And now six. Right. Okay. Instead of where you use count, it should work. Yeah, not count. See, you don't need this one. Yeah. Let's see if ChatGPT gives us the right answer. Yeah, it's using the count in here instead of where members include membership dot count. Yeah, I was also right, but I think we have to use await in here. It's working now. Semicolon. Now let's see. Total members should be 2, and active members should be only 1, right? So if you just select total members, it's given 2. But if we this one, then this is 1. But it's giving Too many active members. Why? Or maybe because we haven't defined this active members. Total members, that's 6 references. We have bound all these total members. So instead of total member, yeah, instead of active, the active members we need active members. In active members we need inactive members. Right now, hot reload. Change this data to 1. Yes. So this data is now changed. And in inactive members, currently we haven't set any data. So similarly, we can bring the inactive users data as well. The inactive members, inactive membership, where okay, so this is also so active members means whose end date is greater than today's date. That means they are not expired. So these are the ones who are expired. Okay, these are the members who is expired. So that's hard to reload. Okay, so one active, one inactive. So there are total trainers. Oh, am I doing this right? Okay. What about expired memberships? Inactive members and expired memberships. I think we should just call expired membership. Inactive member is something different. Okay. So instead of putting this in inactive members, we put this in expired members. Expired members. Membership. Expired membership. Okay. And we call inactive members are those members whose attendance who have a less, let's say, if any member who haven't come to gym for a month, for more than a month, let's say they are the inactive members. Right? Let's make a query for that. For inactive members, memberships, members. No, what we'll have to do is members and include checking actual check-ins. Let's make query first. Check-ins, check-ins. We have created ad. Yeah. So based on this created ad, we can check if this created ad is before a month, right? For any members. So we include check-ins and then count. What do we count? We count for this created ad. And that created ad dot month. We have month, yes. So add month. Mm, month minus one. You know what? Let's ask ChatGPT to make a query for us. Let's make a query from SQL first. I'm not good in link queries, you know. Select asterisk from query check-ins. We don't need it. We actually don't need we don't need to join members, you know. Select. So what we want to do, we also want count. Select from asterisk from sequence where created at. What we want created at is less than created at. But we want the month. What? Let's copy this part. We'll ask ChatGPT to do that. Uh, count, count, check-ins, was created at, was created at, area, is created at, is, was, before, of month. I think we need uh, pivot table part. This admin one. It's simple. It's just this part. Create add is less than. So we don't need these members here because check-ins is not check-ins dot count sync where create add is less than get time dot long dot add month minus one. Yep, now we are in this part. Guys, so if you couldn't make any queries, and we can always ask for help from this AI called ChatGPT. Chat. So ChatGPT makes our life easier. You know? So this discussion going on that ChatGPT will replace developers. No, man. ChatGPT will never replace developers. Instead, it will make the developer's job much easier. See, if you get confused, and if you go and look into Google, like you'll have to jump on several websites. Like you will have to go to Stack Overflow, and other many different websites to find one right answer. But with ChatGPT, you just ask any random questions and it will give you some answer. See, so this is what I want to show you, like how we work in real life. This is how we work in real life. We don't have answers to everything. We as a developer, like we don't need to know everything. But what we need to know is we need to know how to search for answers. This is how we search for answers. So if you hot reload this, now we get one active members and two expired memberships. Total trainers. So inactive member is okay. Expired membership. Expired membership should be one actually, and inactive should be and then expired membership. So expired membership would be here and in here we have the inactive members. Okay. Total members, total trainers, total trainers, total trainers. I think this should work now. Oops, something's gone wrong. Card membership, total trainers. Let's run this once again. Yeah, it's working now. 2, 1. Inactive members 0. Expired members 1. Active members 1. Inactive members 0. So this means there's no member who hasn't come to gym more than 1 month. But let's debug this part because I have doubt in this part. Let's debug this part. So let's refresh. Actually, instead of checking, there should be check members, there should be check-ins here. But that's all right for now. And guys, I also want to show you, do you know how we can find like what query is this link and generating behind? For that, what we can do is you go to this SQL server and if you go, you will find this event profiler. Go to this TSQL part and launch session. And now once you run this code, it will generate some code here. See, this is the code that it has generated. Now you copy this code and you can check if this code is working or not. Paste it in here. So the code it's generating is it's similar to my code. Right? This is select count, the creator is created in this. So yeah, so I got confused in this part date before. So creator at is less than creator at month and cast -1. So this is the code it's generating. So if you run this code, there's 0 column, right? So that's why it's giving us this 0 inactive members. So this is how we debug if the query it's generating is right or not. This is how we can check. Right? That's one way to check the query. There are other ways as well. Okay. Another way to check the query is like if you go to this settings, you'll see this edit type, and here you'll see this debug view. Right? Yeah, yeah, also okay. Yeah, it's giving the properties. But there should be query in here as well. Entity type, debug view. Let's see. Sometimes it gives us query, but sometimes it doesn't. Okay, this time it's not giving us query. Oh, okay, anyways, so there's 0 active members, 0 inactive members. Suppose if we change the state, we can also check. Let's move this up. Let's update this settings. Create that. Backslash settings. No, actually it should be update settings. Like update settings. We can update square from here. And now I will show you how to like update from this editor in this SQL server. If we go to theme master, where here we have this check-in. You go here and use edit. Right click here and use this edit button here. Excuse me. And then um, this is a different table, different database. Sorry guys, I think it should be this one. Check-ins, edit. So here we have member plan and create. Here we can edit this column as well. Let's edit this to 123. Let's make this 2022 and 9 month. Okay. Now if we use this query, we should get some data. Yes, one data. Now if we refresh this, currently our inactive members is 0. But once we now since we have updated our database, it should be 1. See, now we've got inactive members, only 1. This is how we have updated our dashboard. Our check-ins is also updated, but I don't want these created ad and updated ad and by as well here. This index place for I don't want this one here as well. Let's update that as well before we wrap up. Let's clear that part and then we'll wrap it up. So guys, let's go to check-ins. And it was that on check-in. Yes. Yes, instead of index, what we can check is let's write it 10 seconds. And instead of creating ad, so what we want to do is check-ins We want to show all the data that are checking today only, not from yesterday or day after yesterday. So these three data, we don't want these three columns, and we'll also want to filter the check-ins from today only. So at first, let's show this edit part. Yes, we can use edit part. Real one is three part. Created, updated, and created by. Yeah, we don't want to show that part here. Let's just remove these three columns from here and from here as well. Half reload. Yeah. So these are the members that check in bird. But but we only want to show those members who checked in today only. So for that, we'll have to go here and make a where condition here. So dot where we want numbers x plus that x dot check inside x dot created at dot date is equal to date time dot begin. So after this update, these both should be gone, yeah, right? So if we make a new check-in, like we create a new check-in, suppose Jessica of Zumba. Yeah, she's checking today. And even if we log out, so yeah, now it's showing us in here. Right. But one problem what I can see is created. Mm, I think we should keep this red button. We should keep this red button before logging as well, so that we can, so that any member can check in here. But instead of create new, we make show this as checking, to checking. Maybe just check in here. And checking here. Okay. Now Peter is checking activities. But Peter is something wrong. In DevTools, there was something. Oops. No, even this is not coming. There is something wrong. Go to page create. Oops. Back to list. And there's some semicolon coming over here. I go here. Create. Yeah, there's something wrong. Let's see what's wrong in here. Now we'll have to debug it. I think there's some mistake in create. Yeah, let's put it in here. Ah, oh, what? And now I see what's the problem. So the login user is not there. That's why it's not giving us to check in. So if you want this page to come before login, we'll have to disable this code. Right? Let's disable this code for now. And if it's visible, we'll not have this created by part as well. And go to settings, body building, create. Now, yeah, and go. Yes, now there are two users that checking today, and we can see the status is active or expired as well. So as soon as the admin or the whoever is operating the system sees the status, you can ask the member to renew their membership from here. So that's it for today. So we are working for some HTMLs today. That's the one I saw in comment. Someone was asking me to work on the HTMLs in homepage. So this is how we worked. And we're also working in this checking page. And this much for today. Tomorrow, what we can do is maybe we can work on maybe some reports. Let's see what I'll do in the next lecture. So this much for today. Thanks, and I will stop this video.